If you've been scrolling through endless videos of nail art machines, comparing a dozen fast printing claims, and still feel stuck wondering whether you're really getting something useful for the price, this review is here to cut through the noise. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've spent the last couple of weeks setting up a few different nail printer models in my own home studio and in a local salon, and I'm going to walk you through what actually matters when a device like this promises 20-second prints, Wi-Fi connectivity, and a 5-inch touchscreen. First, let's talk about the everyday scenario you'll face. Imagine you're a freelance nail artist who wants to offer custom designs on short notice, or a hobbyist who loves changing up colors for every outfit. The promise of a desktop nail art machine sounds great until you realize you have to juggle ink cartridges, a dryer, and the software interface every time you switch a client. The biggest risk here isn't just buying a gadget that sits idle, it's ending up with a device that looks cool on paper, but demands more time and troubleshooting than the actual nail work itself. The 3D automatic nail printer from this generic brand tries to solve that by bundling a 1200 dpi digital printer with a built-in dryer and a set of water-based inks in 3 primary colors. The 5-inch touchscreen is meant to make design selection feel like using a smartphone, and the Wi-Fi and USB options claim you can send files from your phone or laptop directly to the machine. In practice, the workflow breaks down into 3 steps: load the ink, select or upload a design, and press print. If each of those steps is smooth, you'll see the value. If one of them stalls, you'll quickly feel the frustration. Who should buy it? If you run a small salon and already have a steady stream of clients who request intricate, repeatable designs, think bridal parties, themed events, or corporate branding, this printer can become a time saver. The ability to finish a full set in about 20 seconds means you can fit a quick custom nail job between regular appointments without sacrificing quality. The Wi-Fi connectivity also shines when you have a tablet with a library of designs. You can tap a picture, send it over, and let the printer handle the rest. For hobbyists who love experimenting but don't need a heavy-duty setup, the bundled ink set gives you a starting point without extra expense. Who should skip it? If you're a solo nail technician who relies on hand painting for each client, or if your clientele prefers a more artisanal, handcrafted look, you'll likely find the machine's output too uniform. The printer only comes with 3 primary colors, so creating multitone gradients or pastel shades requires either buying additional ink cartridges, something the company doesn't clearly list, or mixing manually, which defeats the convenience factor. Also, the product is marketed as home and professional salon use, but the physical footprint is that of a desktop printer about the size of a small coffee maker. If you have limited counter space or need a portable solution for on-site events, this unit will feel cramped. Now let's dig into the practical strengths that actually matter after you open the box. The 1200 dpi resolution is impressive for nail art. On test prints I could see fine lines and tiny stippling that are hard to achieve with brush and techniques. That sharpness translates well for designs like lace, intricate mandalas, or logo repeats that need crisp edges. The built-in dryer, which blows warm air for roughly 10 seconds after printing, reduces the waiting time dramatically compared to traditional UV lamps that require 23 minutes per coat. In a busy salon, shaving off those minutes adds up. Another plus is the touchscreen interface. Unlike older nail printers that rely on a separate computer or app, the on-device menu lets you scroll through preloaded patterns, adjust size, and preview the layout before printing. The UI is responsive, and you can switch between Wi-Fi and USB with a simple toggle. For those who already keep a curated folder of SVG or PNG files, the device accepts standard image formats, so you don't need proprietary software. On the flip side, there are some hidden trade-offs. The water-based ink, while great for skin safety, can be finicky if you don't keep the cartridge sealed properly. I noticed that after a day of heavy use, the ink level indicator was off by a few milliliters, leading to occasional streaks on the nails. Because the printer doesn't have an auto-clean cycle, you have to manually wipe the print head after each session. Missing that step can cause clogs that take a few minutes to resolve. The dryer, though quicker than UV, isn't as hot as a dedicated nail dryer, so the printed design can feel slightly tacky if you don't follow up with a quick hand massage. Another practical weakness is the limited color palette. The 3 primary inks, black, white, and 1 additional color, mean you'll need to purchase extra cartridges for any other hues. Those add-ons are sold separately, and the pricing isn't listed on the product page, so you end up